This is as far as you go, Declan. Well, the hermit finally home. This road belongs to Pine Ridge Estates now.
My great-grandfather built this road.
In 1923.
Not anymore. We'll see about that.
I think you should read this. No way. Your family never sold the mineral rights. That means every mansion in that valley was built on land your family still controls.
She was standing at the chain across my great-grandfather's road when I pulled up, clipboard in hand, blonde bob, designer hiking boots that had never touched actual dirt. "Well," she said, "the hermit returns. This is private property now, and you're trespassing." I kept my voice dead calm. "Ma'am, that's my cabin up there. My family has owned this land since 1923. Her smile could have frozen lava. "Not anymore, it isn't. My name is Declan Forester, 48 years old. I spent my adult life working oil rigs from Texas to North Dakota because my mother got Alzheimer's and someone had to pay for the best memory care facility in Denver. The taste of petroleum still haunts my morning coffee. She passed 6 months ago, peaceful and finally free, and I drove home to the Colorado mountain valley my great-grandfather homesteaded to remember how to be a human being again. What greeted me was not what I left, where wildflower meadows used to bloom. Perfect green lawns stretched like artificial carpets. 8 glass and steel mansions dominated the landscape, and ruling over this environmental crime scene was Vivian Ashworth, self-appointed queen of Pine Ridge Estates, who had chained the mountain road my great-grandfather built in 1923 and declared it community property. She handed me a manila envelope containing 47 separate violation notices for a cabin that predated her great-grandparents by 50 years. Non-compliant roof color. The natural cedar shingles weathered to beautiful silver gray by decades of mountain storms didn't match their architectural palette. Unauthorized outbuildings. That would be the 1920s root cellar that kept my family from starving during the Great Depression. Landscaping violations because God's own wildflowers aren't on their approved plant list. Grand total $73,500 plus $500 per day until compliance. The HOA covenant documents filed at the county courthouse 18 months earlier were comprehensive and impressive. My signature appeared on none of them. In Colorado, HOA covenants require consent from all affected property owners. My family's century-old homestead had never legally been included. I installed 6 trail cameras with night vision and audio. Within 48 hours, I had what I needed. Vivian and 2 committee members on my property at dawn, planning their next harassment move, captured in crystal-clear audio. We need documentation of every possible violation. Her voice came through perfectly. The more we can stack up, the faster we can pressure him into selling. I let the sheriff's department know about the trespassing. I let county health know about the false environmental complaints she filed. I started doing what oil rig workers learn to do when something doesn't add up. I went to the county courthouse basement and read every document that had ever touched my family's land. My great-grandfather's 1923 homestead patent didn't just grant 320 acres of surface rights. He filed mineral rights claims covering 1,280 acres, the entire valley floor plus surrounding ridge lines. When the family sold off parcels in the 1970s and 80s, those deeds transferred surface rights only. The mineral rights stayed with the original homestead patent. Every single mansion in Pine Ridge Estates was built on top of my mineral rights without the legally required notification to the mineral rights holder. Every building permit was issued illegally. The attorney who reviewed my documents estimated those mineral rights at $50 to $200 million based on rare earth element deposits confirmed by 1980s geological surveys. I didn't need to use that number to destroy 800 innocent families who bought their homes in good faith. I used it to stop Vivian's operation completely, while federal investigators finished what they'd already started, without my knowledge. Vivian Ashworth had run the same scheme in Texas, Florida, and Arizona before Colorado. 4 states, 43 families, $18 million stolen through fraudulent HOA fees and forced below-market property sales. She pleaded guilty to federal racketeering charges. The judge sentenced her to 25 years without parole and ordered $69 million in restitution under federal racketeering statutes, treble damages, 3 times everything she stole. Every family received full restitution. The corrupt county commissioner who fast-tracked the illegal permits received 8 years. Her lawyer husband received 12 for conspiracy. The valley is quiet now. Wildflowers are coming back in the meadows where the HOA's chemical lawn treatments used to be. The creek runs clear. Blue herons are nesting in the cypress trees again for the first time in years. I started a veterans retreat program using a portion of the forfeited assets. Combat veterans dealing with PTSD or the hard adjustment back to civilian.
Life can spend a week at the cabin learning practical skills. Chopping firewood, fixing things, catching dinner. The art of being usefully self-reliant that my great-grandfather would have recognized. The program is funded entirely by Vivian Ashworth's criminal empire. Her money is paying for veterans to find peace in the place she tried to steal. My great-grandfather built that mountain road in 1923 with his own hands. A woman who had never worked a day of real labor in her manicured life chained it shut and told me I was trespassing. She spent 18 months trying to drive me off land my family has held for a century. She's spending the next 25 years in federal prison. The chain across the road is gone. I drive home whenever I want.